Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Antiquity, and welcome to Shadowverse. So as I mentioned in my 2017 video of what I was going to do with our channel and where I wanted the focus to be, it was going to be on trading card games and collectible card games. One of those games that I badly have been wanting to do a video for is a game called Shadowverse. So there's a lot of TCGs out there that are very similar in style kind of all the way around to kind of how they play, with the exception of like Chronicle, which is way different. Shadowverse is kind of in that boat a little bit. It's not quite like Chronicle, it's more, this is a little closer to Hearthstone, but how they do it is what got me so hooked on this game. So I've been playing this for a little while, so I won't be able to show you the tutorial, as my account's got a little bit more to it, but it is a phenomenal game. So let's start off with the real intro here. Take a look at the quick little settings. They're really pretty basic when it comes to kind of everything. Resolution, full screen modes, frame rates, and then just the rest of it is more the actual gameplay itself and the things that go along with it. Straightforward stuff. And there's a lot you can do with this, okay? There is a lot you can do with this. So we'll start with the story, and we'll just go into the main story. And I've done a fair amount of progress. As you can see, I've already cleared one of them. But how this works is this. In this particular game, there are 7 classes that you can play, or 7 leaders that you can play. They are called, or they are, Forestcraft, Swordcraft, Runecraft, Dragoncraft, Shadowcraft, Bloodcraft, and Havencraft. Now, I'll get into all this and get into individual ones as we progress, because this will definitely be a series. I cleared Havencraft first just because it was a really kind of a fun class to play, although I've been playing Runecraft as of late. So how this works is this. Whereas you look at like Hearthstone, where it's got its individual classes, they have their individual abilities and whatnot, and class cards. This is very similar, but there is one additional thing that each leader has access to, and that is a completely separate resource available to them. Best way to explain it is just to show you. Okay, so in this particular case, I'm a little bit into it, and I've already got a number of decks already created for it. In this case, I've got my Spellcraft deck, which I've had a lot of fun with. And I'm skipping all that. Don't need that. Just want to get through the story. Haven't completed all the story modes, as I restarted the account a while back, but we're getting into it. So, the first, the second mechanic.
I guess you're looking for a fight.
We'll go second. Alright, so, just like you would in any other major brand, you get to start with 3 cards, and you can replace which ones you want to replace. So, we're going to replace 1 Kaleidoscope, and I think we're going to keep the Golem. Yeah, that'll work. Ah, yes, there's also one additional mechanic called Evolve, which we'll do in a second. So again, similar to Hearthstone in the regard, you get 1 resource every turn, and on the, if you go second, rather than having an additional kind of mana to use right then and there, you draw an extra card. In this particular case, I can't. The extra resource that I was referring to that each leader has access to that's separate for Spellcraft is something called Spell Boosts. What Spell Boosts do for Runecraft is it reduces the cost of the cards, every card, and there's a lot of the cards in this deck that affect Spellcraft, or affect the spell boosts, which I'll get to in a second. So if we take a look at the creature he dropped, and it's got that little shield on it, if you've ever played any of those other games, that'll look familiar. That's basically a protector. I cannot attack the leader until I kill the protector. So let's take a look what we can do. So for 2 mana, or 2, I can't remember what the resource is that they call it. For 2, I can conjure a Golem. We can also do a Kaleidoscope, which is return a card that costs 2 points or less to the player's hand, so I can bounce this back to hand, I get a card out of it. Or Magic Missile. Let's go ahead and just get the Golem out. And that does a spell boost. So for every spell I play, it affects what happens here. And I can press spell boost, and each one of these have been given 1 spell boost. In the case of like Fate's Hand, spell boost is subtract 1 more. So subtract 1 from the cost of this card. For every spell boost, subtract another one. Fire Chain is deal 1 damage to a random enemy follower 2 times. Spell boost, repeat once again. So for every spell boost, it gets to repeat it 1 more time. Flame Destroyer is just reduce the cost, and this is a huge card. So we'll go with that. We'll stick with our 2/2 and have that.
I act at my heart's command.
Let's get another one. Kills that one. That's fine. About the only thing that I don't like about Shadowverse is that the UI it's a little cluttered. It's a little clunky. I've definitely worked with some other UIs that are a little bit slicker, a little bit slim, a little bit easier to use and go with. But just kind of gotta go with it. So I got 2 options. I can deal 1 damage to that and draw a card, or I can bounce it. And you know what? I think we're just gonna do the damage. It's the same effect. I get a card out of it. My 2 targets, but I want to get rid of the Protector. Spell boost everything there. I got 1 left, but not quite cheap enough for everything. Moving on. So as you can see, it plays very similar to a lot of other trading card games that you might have played. So this evolve mechanic, though, is the one extra thing that is really kind of cool about this game that will turn the tide on the game every time. So what do we want to do? We've got 4 to work with. That's only going to do 1 damage, and I think he costs 4, so I'm not going to be able to bounce it. I can Fire Chain it, so I can do 1 damage to enemy follower 3 times, but I don't have enough. I can do Fate's Hand, and I'm fairly confident the max hand size is 7. No, that's not right, it's 10, I'm sorry. So, what do we want to do? I'm kind of thinking we might just have to do a Fate's Hand. Let's see what we got. Let's go with that. Yeah, another Flame Destroyer. These are... In this particular deck, the idea is you want to have some of these higher cost cards in your hand a lot longer, because you'll spell boost them out a little bit faster. So I can do the 1 damage, but I think, honestly, I'm just going to have to take a hit on this one. I gotta wonder if he's got a Fate's Hand? That sucks. Yeah, 10 is it. Alright. What do we got? We're gonna figure something out here, man, or I'm gonna be boned. So that's gonna cost me 4. It'll do it 4 times, and I can snipe it once. Alright, let's do this. We'll do 1 damage to it. That'll spell boost all my stuff, and then we'll do Fire Chain. So as you can see, it only does 1 damage, but I've spell boosted a bunch of times, so it does a bunch more. And I thought that was going to hit the leader too, or I would not have played the Angelic Snipe. That sucks. Oh well. Let's hold on to it. It's fine. No biggie. Ooh, finally a creature. But I also have this one, which is really cool. So, let's see what we can do to try and bump that down a little bit more, if I can. So if I play 1 more card, I can play a 2-cost card, because it'll cost 4. Ooh. This will be a perfect opportunity to bounce this back then, because I'll be able to draw a card about it later. And I'll draw a card now, but that's alright. Another Sammy. That's fine. We'll drop the Flame Destroyer. And even my Fate's Hand... It's my Fate's Hand completely... It's free, but I don't want to draw the additional cards. So the other thing I hadn't mentioned, or I had mentioned before but hadn't brought up and done yet, is the Evolve mechanic. What you can do is that, depending on which turn or which person started first, will depend on how many turns you can evolve. If you go second, you have 3 creatures you can evolve. If you go first, you have 2 creatures. And some of those evolve mechanics are really powerful. In the case of the Flame Destroyer, though, it just makes it a 9/9. That's all it does. But just because I can do it doesn't mean I immediately want to do it. I'm tempted to because of what they may drop, and I almost kind of want to give them this big creature that they have to deal with. So we're going to.
You're done for.
So now I have a 9/9. 9/9s, that was the other important thing, so I'm actually glad I did that. Under normal circumstances, creatures that play that first turn cannot attack unless they have the Storm ability in this game. It's called Storm. In other games, called Haste or what have you, Ferocity, that kind of thing. However, if you evolve it, it can attack, but it can only attack creatures. So we're going to do that. And we're going to get rid of their creature. There's the Sammy. See, I've got a Sammy too.
Light upon the land.
Ward. That was the ability for Protector. Couldn't think of it off the top of my head. 9 is the limit. My bad. And I just lost a card. That sucks. Spell boost a card in your hand 2 times. See, I almost want to try and spell boost this, but it's not going to be enough, so I'm not going to do that. That costs 5. I need to get rid of that bastard. I could swing into it. I mean, that's one way to do it, but I kind of want to... I want to get rid of it. And I want to be able to swing into him. Yeah, let's bounce this back to your end so I can get the spell boost off of this. We'll do... Wait a minute. Deal 1 damage to a random enemy follower 5 times, so it's only going to be 5 damage. It's not going to be enough. Oh, I could do that in the snipe, I think. So, yeah, let's do that. Yep, I did read that right. So then we'll snipe it. I'll knock that down a little bit more. Swing into him for a bunch. Creature's going to only be evolved once, so in case people were wondering. There we go. Yeah, he's getting card draw off of it too, but so am I. And me having a full hand is actually a very powerful thing. Although, oh nice, okay, I lose that. I'm going to lose my nice card though. Oh, Dimensional Shift is a stupid powerful card. Alright, how do we kill this bastard? Let's see. Deal 1 damage to an enemy. It's not gonna be enough. Destroy an enemy foe. Again, I can drop this out, boost it, evolve it, so I've got the 2 on the... 2 out there. Yeah, I can get the other destroyer out. It's fine. We're going to go ahead and evolve that.
It won't be long now.
We'll use that to truck into something. Alright, what else we got? Spell boost is only affected by spells, so this being a creature, not a spell. So I don't really want to draw a card, is the thing. So we'll definitely get rid of that bastard. I definitely want to hit him. I want to get my own Sammy out. And that was the other thing. You can only evolve once per turn. That'll be a nice one. We'll get the other Sammy out. Sure. Might as well. Dimensional Shift, cool. So with Dimensional Shift, you gain an extra turn after this one. Subtract 0 from this card. Spell boosting. So that is such a stupid powerful card. And if you can get that at the start of the game, oh, it's ridiculous. Oh, it's nuts. So I don't know if this person's got a whole lot of answers. Well, they're going to try and get rid of one of them. That's fair. This is the most I've ever had an opponent, a computer opponent, think. That's cool. It doesn't know what to do. It's kind of stuck. That's hilarious. Wow. I have never had to think this much. That's nuts. Usually it plays very, very fast. Normally. Got rid of one.
I'll take my magic up a notch. Show's over.
There you have it. All I have to do is that. So now I think you can see why I like this game so much. Is that there's that other dynamic, or there's a couple of dynamics. You know, in this case, it's the spell boost, or there's the evolution. It's just another layer of strategy to the game that I thoroughly enjoy. Yeah, moving on. Next chapter, and this unlocks the card back for it, so we'll give this one another whirl. Yeah, I've been playing this game for a little while now. I've been wanting to do a video for it. It's taken me way too long to get this video done, but you know, finally getting it done, so I can show you all this game because it is a ton of fun.
I guess you're looking for a fight.
Let me go second.
Never
That's
see
cool.
her again.
That was creepy. Alright, Fiery Embrace is nice. Fate's Hand we're definitely going to hold on to. Fire Chamber we're going to hold on to, but I'm going to get rid of the Embrace and send a little early. Well, there you have it. We'll see a dimension shift this game, that's for sure.
Lasaria, so sorry. All my fault.
Oh, that's just creepy.
Fate finds us all.
Oof. Not doing so hot this round. Honestly, I gotta end it. I don't want to waste that card.
Fate finds us all. Unbelievable.
There we go. That's something. So, yeah, we can do this retro.
Let us wager our souls.
Aww. Bastard.
Fate finds us all.
That's a fairy
The
deck.
game's only beginning.
No.
We can evolve. We got the snipe as well. Nothing to evolve. Rough. So let's pop this one. We might actually get the Wind
Our
Blast out.
sacred forest.
Dude, that's only 2. Gotta hold on to it. There's just nothing doing there.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Okay. So I can bounce one of those. Leaves me with 3, means I can't do anything after that. And let's go and bounce one. I might be able to pop the other one with Wind Blast, I think. 3 damage to the follower. I'd like to do more than that. What's the... So a little green flag here is kind of a... It's an automatic ability depending on what's going on. So in this particular case, it's whenever another allied follower comes into play, gain +1/+0. So that thing actually needs to go quickly. It's going to survive at least one round, that's for sure. Oh, now you give me the golem. So it's going to gain +1. And it's going to get another +1.
Fate finds us all. Unbelievable.
In this particular game, 5 creatures on the board is the max. Okay. Now what? So I definitely have a way to bounce that, but I think I can just outright, yeah, I can just outright kill that thing now. Guess we could do that too. Pop, yeah. Let's not even mess around. It's 1 extra damage, but I can't afford to let that thing live. That would just be stupid. That would just be stupid. I think we'll do Kaleidoscope. Ooh. Probably should have bounced the well. Didn't realize that. Yeah. Yeah, let's get this out.
Come on!
And yeah, we'll definitely pick cards now. Let's use them. Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize I could bounce that well. That's interesting.
Atoms of steel, heed my call.
If I can get a few more out, a few more spells out, I might be able to clear the board.
Unbelievable.
It's just a bunch of one-shot enemies, or one-shot minions. Just Wind Blast. Just 7 times. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the entire board. Do I have any play after that? Figure it out.
I won't lose again.
There. That takes care of that. Destroy an enemy follower, so that'd be nice. If I had another follower to destroy, but in this particular case, I don't. We killed him. Okay. I don't know if I can turn this one around, but I'm gonna try. That's for sure.
Don't make me get rough.
Never see resin.
Run in my thorns. Fate finds us all.
So, I get 0. This will be 0. And that'll give me 4 eventually. So, alright. Let's kill that thing.
All flowers wither in time. Our sacred forest.
Get the golem out. Get the golem back out. I was thinking of the Sammy. 1 damage to a random enemy. Yeah, see, I gotta hold on to that bad boy for a little while. Let's get the Sammy out.
Come on.
And we're gonna evolve the Sammy, I think. What's stronger? No, they're the same. So we're gonna evolve the Sammy then.
You're done for. I'll take my magic up and
Kill
up.
that
Abracadabra.
one.
I'm gonna rest for a bit.
And I think we'll get the other Sammy out.
Come on.
Well, we might be slowly turning this around.
Show's over.
Or not.
Let's play. Don't hurt me.
It's a bunch of little creatures, man.
Heed my call.
I do not want to waste.
Show's over.
I do not want to waste that. I really don't. I just don't want to waste that. I just barely drew that, didn't I? Of course I did. Alright, let's do that. So I get 1. It's the Flame Destroyer. I'm just not going to have any magical plays, man. Do it for that one. Oh, you know what? We're gonna bounce that back. Let's get that out. Fate's Hand. Nice. This is where that evolution's really nice, because he's got a board of stuff that we need to try and get rid of. I just don't want that thing to stay alive.
I won't lose again.
So it's going to take both his creatures. That's that one. And that was a good trade up. I'm okay with that.
Let's play. Hey, let's play.
That's my Flame Destroyer.
Let's play.
My, alright, so this is where my Fire Chain's going to be really nice. So I'm going to clear his board and he's got an empty hand. 16 times. Oh man, that's nuts. That is crazy. Alright, let's This could be fun, actually. So, let's clear his board. Okay, that's that. Let's get the Flame Destroyer out. 3, 5... Well, let's see what happens here. Let's get the Flame Destroyer out for sure. This Contra Golem will cost 1. Maybe the Golem, this should make it cost 1. Let's hope I did the math right. And you know what? I'm not going to waste time. I'm going to evolve that.
This ends here.
So, Dimensional Shift.
Here comes some real magic.
So I can't attack yet. That's fine. Still that turn. So, my turn again. I can actually do it again, and I think I'm going to. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, sorcery into the Dimensional Shift. Nice. And we'll actually even Insight to get a card. Another Flame Destroyer. Cool. Well, let's do 11 damage now. And we'll Dimensional Shift again.
Some real magic.
And we'll do it again. Just like that. This is why I've really enjoyed playing this particular leader so much. It's such a busted setup if you know what you're doing.
I've prevailed again.
And there's the sleeve for it. Cool. There you have it, folks. Kind of an intro into Shadowverse. Like I said, there's a lot to this game, and we'll take a quick look at some of the other mechanics that are in this game. And there's a lot to it. So we'll take a look at some of the other stuff. So this is just the intro, or this is just the solo stuff that you can do on your own. You can always, of course, you can do the practice modes if you need to. Multiplayer has got, again, it's all kind of standard stuff. You can do unranked stuff, you can do ranked matches, or just private stuff, and they've got their own ladder and tier system. And then there's their arena. Again, if you've played some of the other more popular TCGs out there, this will be familiar with as well. They call it Take Two, and I've actually started one a little while back. Hopefully it won't kick me right into a match. Nope. So with their Take Two arena mode, it's, I mean, yeah, you pick one card. You pick 2 cards at a time out of 2 sets of 2. So you're essentially given 4 total cards in pairs, and you have to pick one pair or the other, and that goes into your deck, and you make a deck. As you go through your matches, you win bigger and better prizes. So I've only got one match. I'm not ever really good at arenas, but I wanted to see what it was like, so I did. In this case, it was a deck based on Shadowcraft, which was one of the first ones that I had done that I'm familiar with that I enjoy. Moving right along into your cards and collections, you can go, of course, across to your decks, or just take a look at the collections themselves. Again, just like some of the other games out there, you can create cards. They use vials for their system. You can always liquefy your extras. It looks like I actually have some extras, so we'll just get rid of those. Again, not sure I'm crazy about the UI for the collection. It seems kind of clunky, and it seems really limited. You only give me 2 rows of cards when there are hundreds. That's the thing I don't like. And of course, there's a shop. One really important thing I don't think I mentioned at the start of this video is that this game is completely free to play. You do not need to spend a single penny to play this game and actually get going. If you pick up the Steam version of this game and get going, it'll start you with like 40 or some odd packs from a couple of their most recent expansions. So it's kind of cool to get into it. But you can buy sleeves and leaders and all sorts of stuff. So it's definitely got a lot to it. So there you have it, folks. It's actually, yeah, even one more thing. The missions. So quests, basically, to win matches of, various styles. There you have it, folks. Kind of a first look at Shadowverse. Like I said, this is going to be an ongoing series that I'm going to be doing because I really do enjoy this game. I find it a lot of fun. I like the dynamic of it. Again, if you happen to catch this video and you want to become friends, leave your name down in the comment section below the video here. I will put you onto my friends list, and I would love to play some games. I got no problem with that. Sounds like a great time to me. So look forward to this one in the future. Show me that love by hitting that like button down below, or even better yet, show me some further love by hitting the subscribe button. And as always, you can hit us up on Facebook at facebook.com/antiquity, or at Twitter at twitter.com/ABantiquity, or better yet, the website, amateurbadassgaming.com. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in the next one, and do not forget to be a badass.